Let's see. Well, Maximilian was here first, so why don't we start with him? That would be the 39 Main Street application. And I think Maximilian is able to share screen, which you should feel free to do.
Right. Is everyone seeing this?
Yep.
Yep.
Are you guys talking? Because I can't hear anything.
Nobody's
No.
saying anything, but I'd like an
okay.
explanation.
Sure, I can explain this picture and then,
I mean, I see the
Looks like-
panels on the back, but
yeah, so, okay, so I'll go from kind of top to bottom as far as this picture is concerned. So,
1 second, I gotta close my door.
sure.
Sorry. All I hear is road noise. Okay, I'm here.
So the first thing, working our way from top to bottom, is there's that blue circle. Is everyone seeing that?
yes.
Okay, so that shows where two trees are going to be that we're going to remove just to allow more solar access. The same is true of the red circle on the bottom. As you can see from the green, like the brightly green trees, those are all trees that will remain. The only ones that we're removing are the ones that are circled. The panels, if we work our way from, I guess, sort of left to right, there's not going to be any panels on this main front house, the one that I believe is right on the road. We would put panels on both. This is a little disoriented. But this looks like it's north to south where the panels are on that middle structure, but it's really east and west. So the road is, the main road is on the west side of the picture. And then there's going to be panels here as well on this third structure on the front side.
So let me just jump in if I can try
Please.
to ask a clarifying question too. So
Absolutely.
just to be clear as to where Main Street is Main Street off to the left of this picture and running sort of up and down?
That's correct. I'm not a resident, but that's my understanding. And yes, it
And
is.
that's what it looks like, I think,
Right.
based on what we know.
It's- So yeah, there's no panels on the front house, the one that faces Main Street, just the two buildings that are, further back into the lot.
I got you. And does the orange color signify anything? Like, I'm guessing that means how much sun it gets or something.
Correct. That's exactly right.
Whereas if we want to know where the solar panels are going to be, that's those little gray rectangles.
You got it. So there's three surfaces or three planes that have panels on them. The one in the middle, and then, this one on the far right side of the picture on the left side of that plane.
No,
Are you seeing my the mouse thing when I move it around?
Yep.
Okay, so there's panels here and in this middle here.
no.
And
if
then
I-
the main house is the one on the left with the circular driveway coming in.
Correct. And there are,
Facing the left of the picture.
exactly, and there are no panels on that.
Right.
I think that's
understand.
pretty
Isn't-
excellent.
Isn't the rear roof where the panels are gonna be, isn't that a lower elevation than the front building?
Slightly, I think.
It looks like you've got the numbers there. It says 26.3 near that
That's,
back building that faces the street, 29 on the sort of center section and 27 in the front. Is that what that indicates?
I think those are
That's-
the width and length.
that's the
Okay.
length and the width of the building.
Scratch that.
There's no heights on any of these buildings on these pictures, but if you look at the way the drawing is, you can see the overlap of the roof on the front because it's a thicker line. So that means it's higher. So yes, Gary, the answer you're right. The main building is higher than the two additions, it looks like.
And this is the garage here, the furthest west portion of the building. That's the garage, isn't it?
The one with the 28.4 feet
Yeah,
limited,
yes.
I don't know what that is. I haven't been behind that building, but
Well, I used to plow this property for years and years. And I recall coming in, going up past this, and then there was a parking area here between the two. And that was a two-car garage. I
We,
think.
we can't see your cursor, Gary.
Oh, okay. All right, the one with the 28.4 definitely
This
was
one?
the garage. That one, yes.
That's the garage?
Yeah.
Is it still?
Unless they changed it, it was always a garage.
I'm not having any issues with this. I know I made a big, huge deal about the first bunch of solar panels on Main Street, but I'm over it.
I agree. I mean, I think it's fabulous that they're not going on the front of the house. That might have
Yeah.
raised an issue in my mind, but that's a beautiful thing if they're not doing that, which they're not.
Right.
I
Yeah,
move we
I'm fine.
approve.
We
Uh,
gotta have a vote.
That sounds good to me. So I'll make a motion. Georgia, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I'm just glad that it's in the back and not on the front. And my ancestors built this house.
Wow, way to
Wow.
go. Totally excellent.
Did they ever live there?
No, my mom used to work there when it was I think that was the Rose Tea Garden.
Wow. And this is the Pilling people?
Yes,
Yeah, excellent. They build a
I'm
lot of
just-
things in town, Lisa.
yes.
Yeah, I
they did.
know. That's Georgia. I know.
I know it's not in our preview, but I'm concerned about taking that tree down and it looks like the driveway of the neighbor.
It's a good question.
You know, that one at the bottom around the red. Is that one big tree?
That's just one,
Maximilian?
that's one tree, yes.
Is that on the owner's property?
Yes.
Nothing you can do about it then.
Nope, that's right.
Wow.
Okay.
Hopefully, there'll be some nice political reaching out at least.
But, you know, it's
Um,
just one. We were making sure not to, you know, ruffle as few feathers as possible by, you know, we didn't want to remove all of them. We just limited it to what had to be removed to make it viable. So we tried to restrict that as much as possible.
Sounds good. All right, well, I'll make a motion that this is not a substantial alteration of a significant historic building.
I will second that.
Is there any further discussion? All in favor, raise your hand.
Aye.
And any opposed? Nope. All right. Well, thank you very much, Maximilian. I will do a memo, which I will circulate around and make sure that I have your colleague's email address, Alyssa. So I'll send
Wonderful.
it to her. Is that okay?
But yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much for your time and thanks for letting this happen for us, folks. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna check myself for ticks now. I appreciate the tips as well.
You need to, yeah.
I will. All right. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
All
All right,
right.
thank you.
All right. Oh, by the way, incidentally, I did not circulate minutes of our last meeting since I forgot. So we'll do those at the next meeting. Emery.
Hi. Hello.
Looks like you're up with 5 Birch Lane. If you can share screen, that would be a
Certainly.
beautiful thing.
I will share. Okay. So why don't I start off here with photos? I can't give you an aerial photo because it is virtually buried in trees. So you would see nothing but trees. Let me see where you're looking. I don't think you've got the right. Here we go. Okay, do you see this?
Yes, way to go.
Okay, good. Okay, so this is what I call the front of the house. And we bought this house in 2011 from Bruce Auerbach. And Bruce had actually taken the entire structure down with the exception of the fireplace. And that's the only thing that remained. And he rebuilt it in 1993. So what I did after I bought it is I added this little screened-in porch, and we kept that, or we added that, and then the rest of the structure is just as it was when I bought it in 2011. So through the years, we've always planned to do things to it, to get us some more room because our family is growing and 2 grandkids and both kids married and they're always coming around. So need more room. So, so this is what we're going to do. We want to add a structure to the end of the house, not touching the house at all, but we're going to add it and then connect it in here. This right here is our master bedroom right now and our master bathroom. And what we're going to do is we're going to make the master bedroom now our family room. And the master bath will be knocked out and become a hallway into this new structure. And the new structure will sit over here. So that's how that would be. And then I'm going to get you the plan so you can see that. So now this is looking from the back of the house. And you'll see on the plans how this works. That this is where the new structure ends up being, right here. So if I can flip now over to the, I think that's all the photos I have. Oh, I got one more photo of the back. Oh, there's the chimney. There's the existing chimney that was there. That we're not touching. It's a beautiful chimney. It's all appears to be, original stone from the era. And it wasn't even functional when I bought the place. And what I did is I merely just bought and had an insert put into it. And now it's just a gorgeous fireplace with the insert. It works great. I don't think Bruce ever used it.
Emery,
Yes.
Gary Johnston here.
Hey, Gary.
Did I hear you correctly say that Bruce tore the whole house down and only left the chimney?
That's right, in 1993.
So my question is, why are we even involved in this?
In the assessor's records, they still list the date of the house as from the 40s. But I don't think this will be a hard decision.
Okay,
Okay. So let's see. Let me get to,
only because, excuse me, Emery, only
Yeah.
because I really have to get back out to the field in my tractor.
Uh,
I'm thinking
well,
underneath.
yeah, I mean, we can make a motion. This is not a significant historic building, I think it's fair to say. And
Yes, so moved.
and so frankly, it doesn't really matter what the heck Emery does to it.
Right.
So I will make all right, Gary made a motion. I will second Gary's motion. Is there any discussion? I don't mean to cut off discussion though, if people want to talk or see more.
That was easy.
Right.
All right.
Well, if he wants to show us to him.
I'd
Well,
love
we
to
could
show
let Gary go and have just a gratuitous continuation afterward.
All right,
Here's
can
the
we
drawing you wanna
vote
see.
then?
Looks great.
Well, let's
I-
You see
I-
this?
vote while Gary's here, and then we'll continue the discussion.
There you
That
go.
sounds good.
Okay.
All right, all in favor of Gary's motion, raise your
Aye.
hand.
Aye.
Anybody
Okay.
opposed? Nope. All right. Thank you,
Hey,
Gary.
Gary,
You're
be
free to
careful of
go.
those ticks.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
So
Gary.
100 bales, Gary, 100 bales.
See you next time.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So, and here now, if you see this, I love sharing this anyway, because they paid a lot of
Good.
money.
We're interested.
But this is the back of the house. Here's the chimney, the old chimney. And then this is where the new structure is. So I would like to hopefully dig into the ground here, build a 2-car garage, and then a nice master bedroom, bath, and office for myself here. I'm a CPA and I work from home. Do a lot of international tax work is basically my area mostly. And then up here, extra bath and extra bedroom. And for my wife, a music studio. She's a violinist. Both of us volunteer for the Boston Symphony at times. And she's on 11 years now as a volunteer. And I give talks for the symphony because my background is originally music. So I've given talks for the symphony also. So that's the structure. That's how it would sit.
Is that going to be is this going to be a cottage or a year round?
We're going to keep it as a cottage. I want to put the Bratton board, I guess they call it. This is all cedar shingles, the house, and I'm going to use like the vertical Bratton board.
Board and batten.
Board and batten, thank you. Which will keep it still in that same, same look of the cottage and cabin type look and feel. I was born, raised, and grew up in the backwoods of Pennsylvania, northern Pennsylvania. So I'm That's why we're in this area between the music and the country. That's what we love. And those are our plans.
So you have to go in front of the planning board to get a permit for this, right? Because it's in the
Yes.
LPOD, so you're gonna need permission to dig into the ground for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we
But
have.
that's not our board. That's a different board that has to give
Okay.
you permission for that.
I know that my contractor Kevin Favor has submitted, permit requests. We had an environmental study done already. So, hopefully we're pretty well good to go. But, right, I think this was our first step right here was you.
Right.
You give the go ahead, we move on to whoever the next phase is.
Sounds good. Looks great, Emery.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you need to walk the property or anything?
No,
No,
we don't have to do that happily. We have a pretty narrow purview, and as Gary was indicating, there's really two questions, and if question one is answered in a way that's favorable to you, we don't have to get to question two. And question one is it a, quote, significant historic building? And any building over 50 years, according to the assessor, we have to at least look at just to see if it might be significant. And now we've looked at yours, and frankly, there's a whole bunch of Beechwood cottages, and we've all found them not to be significant. It's caused us a little bit of pain over the years, but we're slowly getting over that pain because it's just, it's very hard to tell people in Beechwood that they can't change their houses. So we just found that yours is not significant, so we don't have to look at whether or not it's a substantial alteration, which is what we did have to look at on the other building, because that was on Main Street and is clearly significant. So, so we do not have to decide whether your alteration is sufficiently in keeping, but even if we did, we probably would have said yes.
Okay. So this moves on to, who will this be next? Environmental or permitting or?
I confess to not knowing much at all about
I think
this.
it's the planning board. I think you need
Planning
to,
board? Okay.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure, but I'm
All right.
not positive either. Who
All
knows?
right.
In Stockbridge, it could change.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure my contractor will know, and he's.
Yeah,
worked with
he will.
Stockbridge
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
and-
Patrick,
It's probably a non-conforming lot, so you'll have to go before the Board of Selectmen.
I see a selectman raising his hands there. Patrick, go
Oh,
ahead.
he's there. Okay.
Okay.
I wondered who that was. Go ahead, Selectman.
Patrick, we're not hearing you so far. Are you muted?
Straighten us out, please. Patrick White's in on this too. I can't hear him.
Yeah,
No.
Patrick, we're still not hearing you.
Hold on. I said it's a 2-acre lot,
Yes, it is 2 acres.
conforming, and it's not right on the water, so it may not be LPOD.
Are you sure about that?
It's more than 150 feet from the lake.
I was just
Oh,
looking
yeah.
It's across the street.
Okay.
It depends on how close the addition is coming to the side lot line.
more than 150 feet from the water.
Yeah, it's across the street. It's not even close. And and also we're way off of the road footage, the road way. So we've had all that drawn out, and in fact, it's all, the property now is actually marked. So anyone who wants to go can see where this whole property is going to be, where this is going to be built.
Oh, here comes Carl for a wrap
Yes.
up.
Hey, guys, I hate to jump out, but I have a similar issue to Gary. I've got 2 horses that are waiting for their dinner, so
Sounds good.
I'm gonna pop out.
Go
Have
ahead.
a good
Go ahead,
one.
Lisa.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yep.
Carl,
Hey,
not to
I'm
worry.
so
We had a
sorry.
quorum
I've been
without
having
you.
technical difficulties for about 20 minutes here. I don't know what the matter is, but anyway,
It's-
now I think I figured it out. So
It's a Zoom
what have I
world
missed?
that we're in.
yes.
So we actually approved both matters, and
Oh, good.
and we had a quorum, so not to worry.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm glad to hear it. All righty. Well, any excitement?
Nope. We still have Emery, the second applicant here for 5 Birch
see.
Lane, but I think we're all set, Emery.
If
And
you- Okay, thank you
So
very much for your
I'll
time.
do a memo. I'll see that you get a copy of it and,
All right.
and yeah, I suspect that Kevin knows like what else has to happen.
Yeah, he's in charge. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Well, good luck with the
First
project.
porch,
It's great to
yeah.
have you, increasing your footprint in town.
Yeah, we're excited about it because we just love the area. And like I say, we're backwoods. Well, I'm backwoods. My wife's a city girl, but I convinced her that backwoods is better.
Well,
Over the years.
Stockbridge isn't too backwoods, we think.
I know. If it was my druthers, I'd be backwood, but that's okay. Stockbridge is a great compromise.
Yes.
So we love it. All right. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Bye-bye.
Again, my apologies. I'm sorry. I don't know, whatever. But we had quorum and it was okay?
Yes, Gary was here of all people. So we had Gary, Lisa,
Oh my
me and
God.
Georgia. So it was a beautiful thing.
Hey.
Gary did have to run back out to his fields. So
Yeah.
we moved along pretty fast and let him go as soon as we could.
Excellent. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I just kept on pasting the link in and like it never kept on, it never, it wasn't working. So, but anyway, I don't know, motion to adjourn or are we?
Yeah,
Um,
second.